introduce our very own Mr. David Guilty, but just a little bit about this gentleman. This gentleman is a father of three young kings. He is somebody that used to be in the hairstyling industry that was trained and learned how to do all this by his mom, and he just kind of took it and ran with it. He's somebody that when he talks to you, even the first time that you meet, he's probably going to be able to tell you something about yourself that you knew he shouldn't have been able to know. But that's because he has a direct line to the creator, and the creator looks at him and gives him information that he passes on to us in the tribe. He is somebody that I look up to, that I consider him as a teacher to me, because he'll tell me something and I'll be like, I don't want to do it. And he'll tell me a couple of times. Some of us are hard headed. He'll tell me a couple of times, and then when I finally do it, I'm like, dang, this man told me to do this a long time ago. Imagine where I would be sitting at if I had did it the first time he told me to do it. But enough about that. Mr. David Guilty, are you ready to grace these folks with your knowledge and wisdom, sir?
Man, yes, sir, man. But first, I got to say, brother, it takes a real man, a strong man, a courageous man to, in front of people, let people know what the deal is. And I very much appreciate you, man, just doing your part. And we getting ready to rock. So, man, y'all, you know how they say put stuff in the chat, but just real talk, man. We're here to have some real discussion and dialogue. I am just excited. Here we go. This is what I was looking for right here. I am um, sitting in tonight for Miss Life Lounge, and she, is taking on some new responsibilities at school. And so this is what we do. Now, also, she sent me some, give me all the things that I need, and then Miss CEO Mom does, the presentation for us. So thank both of them for what they do. Thank you, Miss Alicia, because she took the afternoon, a few hours to get this. So you get a chance to see what we have with the tribe. I absolutely love this right here. And I'm going to be here tonight. Just got off for a meetup with a part of the tribe, the QIF, and just to listen to people get to know one another. I'm doing this like we're just starting over because of where I am and what I'm understanding more of, because we've only been in this space with economies for a little over a year now. It's been 13 months. We looked at it in November, but we didn't actually launch it truly with everything in place until December. We had like a little pre-launch in November, but we didn't actually go live until December. And so some people who've been there for a while may think, man, we've been there long. No, you haven't. So we're in formulation as going from a team to a tribe. And so it's been a lot of moving forwards, ups and downs, ins and out. But this is a great time to be here, to be a part of the infusion of people learning individual and having individual goals and collective goals. Because one thing we don't want to do is take away, and we couldn't if we wanted to. And sometimes when we come from a world of restraints and limitation and low ceilings, you come to the space and you just want to just go out there. You want to do stuff yourself. You want the information. It's nothing personal against anybody that taught you about the business. You just don't want to be confined. So it's like you see it, you do it. You're used to accomplishing certain things. So you're like, I'm just going to get it. And we understand that. All we were asking, if you're brave enough to allow a group of people who are similar to you, maybe from we have some similarities, we're going to have some differences, but we don't have to look at the differences as a challenge of opposition. We look at it as, man, that person had my back. That being right there's going to have my back because I'm not judged and they have something, and we celebrate the differences. And when you have a group of people that can celebrate the differences, as long as that person is utilizing they're doing it with integrity, and they just, hey, we all have something we can get better at. Okay, so that's why we're becoming this tribe of beings to go out here and be the best version of you. And Mr. Jason just said, the Deke just said, I'll ask him to do something, and that's how I was. I'd be on people because it was on me. And he said something that was great. He said, when I let go and just allow him to do it, that's the same thing the Creator told me. So shouts out to you, Deke. And as we go into this closer look, whoever got a chance to jump on and hear some of the tunes, and I wanted to do my first closer look, had to bring out some old school, closer than close. So y'all missed that. When I'm on the mic, it's always going to be a pre-show. It's always pre-shows with the other entities that we have to showcase, to clean your mental and spiritual palate. So when people get on here, we're going to be very responsible with what we have you view, and we're going to work on limiting some choice words. But we are grown, but you don't have to put all of it all the time just to have a good time. So let me get it going for you as you look at this slide and say, who is this cat with the brim on, right? Where does he come from? What he know about currency? That's my
That's in
disclaimer.
your class, sir.
You can't see my slide. Y'all for real? Don't say nothing. Don't y'all. Thank you very much. And watch this. We got to go back here. So as I was saying, I know y'all can see it now. Here we go. That's what it is all about. So I got to go back so y'all can see my brim. Who gonna laugh on that one? So you can, okay, let's rewind. All right. No, I'm just joking. We have fun. This is a conversation and a discussion about currency, about a group of people who have individually and collectively decided to join in life together, and we study the way money is flowing through the ether, it's through the lines, it's through the internet, it's through the spirit. Because can you really? It's going away when you can actually feel and touch your money. Think about that. I mean, yes, you have some dollar bills and all that, but a lot of people are not accepting, a lot of people are not walking around with a whole bunch of cash anymore. And back in the day when they had gold backing up, you couldn't have a bricks and bricks of gold to make transactions globally. You couldn't carry all that stuff through that, so they went through the dollar. Now it's not ups away from the dollar. Start doing your research. I'm studying currency. I am studying the way businesses are looked upon, how they're able to continue to get people to consume. And I've been in several industries, and I'm blessed enough to have done what they said was success and be at a percentage where you're making six figures a year. I did it in the beauty industry. I did it in the travel industry. Now, and I've done it in real estate. So I was blessed enough. Am I rich? No. Was I the best steward of my money? Nope, not all the time. I didn't learn who taught me. You grow through these as an entrepreneur, even with parents who left me a certain legacy, so that I understand it left me responsibility, and it did really add and add to my life at that time, right? But what I did not have was the knowledge. So how all the intricacies of the laws and what the banks do and how they hold certain things. And so now it's on me not to just leave my children and the people that I love, just leave them some money and not the information, not the knowledge, without beating them over the head with it. Still have certain things set up, but I don't definitely have to tell them. That could leave something where, we'll set some in trust and things of that capacity. But this is who I am, a young man who started an entrepreneur as a young boy. Mother was married 4 times. Mother was the matriarch of the family. My father was married twice. He was a police officer. Imagine that. Officer guilty. He was in the Air Force and the Army. Dog training. I found out later on after my father passed, he played the piano, music. I love music. Got it from him. My mother loved to dance. I love to dance. All of these things that come about you, it really matters more to people than just making a dollar these days. We're going to make money. We're not going to do your best with it all the time, and we're going to have to make up some more money. Notice I didn't say lose it. I want you to really get into this discussion so you can start learning how to navigate your spirit with the right wordage so that it just comes to you. Don't ask for it. Don't say what you want. Don't say what you desire. You want to be working on yourself to show yourself approved, more value, so you can have a life elevated from the information that you retain your way. You don't have to retain the information our way. Okay, you get your foundation, and then we just add to you. It's just like the ingredients, right? The ingredients of success. You already the main course. All we're doing is adding the ingredients here and there. And then when you share that back, when you're like, dang, I want to give back, that's how we learn how to leverage. That's how we learn to play the game collectively. You may see some, I see something. We could be reading the same information on the screen. I'm going to pick up something different. Okay. So that's what it's all about. And I have to just flow with me because I got to like this incense because I can't flow like that. So I have to make sure that I'm in the right place. So this cash flow quadrant, it flows through my spirit, right? So when you start looking at the cash flow quadrant, the 4 ways to take money, make money, right? When you look at 95% of the world and you go outside and you could be one of them, we're not making fun, we don't put nothing down. Always saying we want you to think. You don't have to do that for 40 years. And even now, if you're not driving, you have a mobile office. If it's your mobile office or you're at home, right? They're still telling you have to do that for how many more years? This generation behind us, they're not hearing that. And then they kind of lost respect for the people who come before them because they're like, why is it taking y'all so long to get here when they got content creators and they have this, they have that, they have more exposure? But what they don't have is the essence of relationships these days and really understanding certain aspects of putting things in place because when you get a lot of money, once again, you're a good steward with it. So what we're going to do with our tribe, individually and collectively, is show you how to leverage first your own talents and gifts. And as you continue to work with other people, we're going to show you what it means to go from having one income to several incomes. And the more you get to leverage, leveraging with the right people in a different industry, you can put them on a 3-way, just helps your income. It helps your knowledge. That's why 3-ways are so important. It's not about me being so important when you get me on the 3-way and don't be on the phone with this so-called important person. Can we relate and have a discussion about where you are in life, and can we add to you? I don't want to banter. I don't want to go back and forth to prove I've made money before and all of that. It's not necessary. Can we come together? That's to me the beginning of, can I collaborate with that person? Will they be straight up with me? Will they be genuine? Because you'll know from the front if I'm gonna be able to leverage them. Can I have passive income when partnering with this person? Because now we're allowing our partnership to create ways that we're not even working no more. This your money, making money, like Mr. Haynes refers to, going out having friends. That's when it's Vaz's favorite ones. And so in the essence of, this being the Thursday night for her, I just give her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell. So the secrets of the millionaire mind. You did a great job with business, Alicia. Strategies that help you boost wealth. And when you talk about your savings, sometimes people get caught up just in the savings. Then we have to learn how to diversify, and allow the savings to flow. We're looking for different opportunities. See, that's the key of tonight's closer look. How many opportunities do you have versus the bills that you acquire? See, when you start really looking at one source of income, right? And then how many bills do you have to pay before that one source runs out? What if you start doing a little bit here? That may not pay the whole bill, but it pay the groceries. Then you have some savings over here. So we're going to show you different ways as we build our portfolios through the traditional way of buying stocks. And I'm gonna talk about more of you getting stock options. So now that's two different incomes and opportunities. Then you can it's gonna be so many different opportunities that you're gonna see tonight. You don't have to put them all in one bag. Okay. You don't have to utilize all of them. We just want to show you what others been doing and what they're adding to now. They haven't stopped. They haven't stopped adding to understanding what currency and how it flows. So that's what we're going to be able to do together so we can impact you first as we impact ourselves. And that spreads out into you, one home, one community, one state, one continent, and then the universe. And then how many families can be impacted from you saying yes? You have to pick your own. You have to pick that number, and guess what? It would change. It would change. And I've been into the industry for over now, I would say Bryce is 17. I've been in the industry for a little bit over 18 years because I joined when his mother was pregnant with him because I knew I needed something else. I was in the salon, but I knew I needed something else. And at the time, I didn't want her to have to come back and do hair because we had a salon together. I wanted her to be like some of the executives I was cutting. They was bragging about how their wife would be home and carrying on for all the months and stuff, and they had time. I said, oh, yeah. So that really was one of my sparks so that she could have more time and not have to do hair in that time. So her and my son could be, well, I didn't know I was having a son. I thought I was having a girl, to be honest with y'all. And I didn't know his name until he was born. So the child at the time, I wanted them to be able to be okay. So I embarked in network marketing while I had a full-time salon. So it's all about how you adjust and bring things together. And I was able to, within months, do some extraordinary things that allow her to stay home for almost 13 weeks. And before she can even do it, she wanted to get out because, being a new mom, a mom again, you know what I mean? And when I think about that, the years I've had and the growth I have acquired and still don't know enough yet. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. It's my first time with 4 different companies. No, we didn't jump all over. Every company we was with, we went to one, and then 3 of them after that was acquired. I was like, dang, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like we hopped all over. So I got a chance to really experience and grow a team from the essence of where I was very competitive in the beauty industry. I've won awards, platform artists, everything that I put myself in front of, whether I was conscious of it or not, I always wind up doing something pretty good. And I didn't know until I hit the stage sometime. I just went to work. I was so focused on everybody else. I was so focused on the responsibility of being that dude, right? And I'm gonna tell you something about being that dude. And being that dude got me in a position where I saw this man before we even partnered together at a business, and I was able to relate with him even before we was in the same company. So just the history of him, knowing that when I used to look at some of the top income earners in network marketing, the person that he was being mentored by was the #1 income earner for 10 years. And I'm watching it and I'm like, dang, because the person he was mentored by came to a company that I was with and went and became the number one income earner over there in 43 days. I was like, what in the? I got a chance to see that. And he was on the list. It was the top, I think it was the top 25. And Mr. Edwin Haynes was making at the time six figures monthly. I was like, what? So I got a chance to really, even before I had a conversation, I was studying some of the top because, of course, me, used to being one of those dudes who going to work towards the top, I want to see who was up there because I know I belong. And that's how you have to feel. I got a different way of doing things now, but I still know I belong. So I got a chance to experience this gentleman, to watch him grow from the mentor that he had at the time. I watched him be brave enough to resign from a position when he was making seven figures. Seven figures with responsibilities to say something is pulling me away, something bigger. And I didn't jump on it. I'm just gonna be serious with you. I didn't jump on it. I waited a few months, even though we had our relationships. And when I did join the company he was a part of before he left, we was at a conference and he said, guilty, man. We was having a real talk. We was having some drinks with the umbrellas in them, and we was in a canopy and it was food and stuff. And he looked at me and said, man, I've been rich a long time, man. I can't wait to get you rich. Or no, I can't wait for you to get rich. I was like, wow, you know what I mean? We had that kind of interaction and we kind of toasted up and he was genuine. He just shook his head like he do watch when you see him speak. I'm like his head shake sometimes and he go, eh, and he like that. And then he has the relationship with Mr. Hassel, right? And I can speak to y'all like this on our platform. You won't see this on the corporate, right? But Mr. Hassan, he's partnered with him. What I can say about why I feel a little bit more secure because I know the integrity of Mr. Haynes and what he wants to do for people who believed in him, who joined the company when I waited 8 to 9 months. He called me. Listen, the man called me. This is the first time in my career working with somebody. 3 days after he resigned, called me personally to tell me why he didn't have to do it and allowed me to express myself of however I was feeling. Okay. He also, in a month like this in January, came here 5 times from December to in January, a couple years in a row when we was with the other company. That's what I know about this gentleman. So why not partner with him, which he's made a decision to be partner with Mr. Hassan and then moved his way up to be the president of the company. That's how many times you're going to get to talk to somebody, be on the platform, and it's not bragging. It's not just who you know. Now it's what you know and who you know. It is what you know now. People want to know what you know. People want to know your proof of concept. People want to know your proof of work. So the world's largest financial markets, and we know this. We've been hearing of it. And I heard Miss Nancy say this today in a conversation when she said, I just never thought this was for our community. And that's what most people think. And then they see these commercials and it's like we are not deserving of that information or it's beyond us because we were told what we need to do and what was success and what labels and titles that we can do, like certain schools, certain occupations to be successful because that wasn't for us. It's not true. And we're finding out the internet has made a liar out of a lot of that stuff, and they can't hide a lot of stuff anymore. You know what I mean? So now we have information that don't feel like you're behind. Don't feel like now you're in the know. Now it's about how can you capitalize and it's something that you can do some things and be successful by yourself, but you collapse time frames when you're with a group. Or people wouldn't want to have other people consume and learn and join them and get likes and all of that. You can't sit up there on social media, be a content creator, you're the only one liking, and you can't make money like that. So you have to have a draw, and you have to have a group of people say, hey, I like them, oh, I don't like them. Some people do have the controversy. We're doing that learning money. We're doing that learning the stocks and what it means. It's not over your head. Ooh, she put a SoFi on there, right? Crypto. All of these are opportunities, and then there's opportunities inside of the opportunities in each square. That's what you look at when you're looking at the screen. Okay, we have Tesla, SoFi, we have Meta, we have Navita. I want to call that a girl's name. Nvidia, that's what that's called because I want to say one of our names of our community when I see that every time, and I be jacking up people's name, and I'll probably call some girl that soon. Apple, those are opportunities that you feel, man, I missed that stock. Not when you start talking about stock options. See, we'll get you in the game. It's up to you, and you can decide what platform, what opportunity you want to start just slight edge and getting your percentage out of each one. Forex, it's the study of currency coming together. Who's ever the strongest dictates who buys or sells. Okay? Simple information that they make it hard and try to say all these confusing words, commodities, everything that we eat, touch, what? That we need for certain things in the house, drop crypto, a digital asset. Oh, it's fake money. Yeah, it's the boogeyman. It's an evil presence right now. But so was alcohol at one time. So was planes at one time. So was automobiles at one time. Do you know they was trying to think that automobiles were something bad? So everything that they couldn't control or tax was an evil presence until now they could tax it all of a sudden. And how many people got some cousins now? Some pharmacists, right? Street pharmacists did some time, all that time they did, and now they're legal in states. Why? Because they can tax it. Anything they can tax now is their friend. So who trades in Forex? The super banks. They've been trading our money, your ancestors' money, whoever had money in the bank for years, making billions of dollars. Retail traders, that's us. Those are people that who studying it. We're going against the bank. We're going against AI. So we're not going to know everything. Companies and the central bank, man, please, man. You can't, you can. I would never tell somebody what they can't do. What I'm saying, you have more irons in the fire of success. Do you know? Oh, I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that later. Our services, the ECA, is simply said, hey, can you show up for class or not? This is not college. This is not high school. This is something you pay for, and it can be some people's gym membership. No, that's not what we want. What we want for you, you have a choice. Nobody's going to force you. You're going to have a full access to all the classes, live videos, things of that capacity. Different ones that are free, right? No, they're not free. It's what you paid for. When you invest in yourself, you get a chance to see different educators. Don't put them on the pedestal. They started just like you. They just got into their own rhythm. They've been doing it longer than you, but that means you can connect with certain ones, and then you will collapse time frames how you utilize your own gifts and talents. So that's what we do. They have stuff in different languages. It's a bigger presence globally right now. I like it and don't at the same time, but give us some time to get some things together here in the U.S. So Lexus, all the information, all of the indicators, the communication of the business. I like that because people it's hard for people the hackers and stuff to tap into this unless you win, right? Manara is an AI opportunity for us. You know, we have a few people that are studying Manara right now. Those are for people who say, I need to get in here and they can learn differently. They can utilize it. We can help you set up because it's going to be a array of information. So you get with your success partner and their success partner if they need some assistance to really personalize you on your phone while you're at work. And then you're able to then earn while you learn. And they start getting those conversations. You can go back, even if you put a trade in, you're still at work, you can go home and analyze yourself. And then as you get into some of the classes that'll help you out. So it's $149 one time. And then 4 weeks later, it's going to be $99. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's our elite pack. We do have a gold pack that allows you to get more. But we say to you, if you want to do a la carte, just ask them here. You can invest more into yourself as you learn more. You know what I mean? And if you want to get, we can talk about the gold pack in a minute, but we're not here to force sell anything on you. We just want to know it's available. We can't dictate your accounts. We just want to let you know that we could be creative in how we can take care of that $99 for you in 30 days, 28 days, right? It's up to you. But we're not going to force on it. We can show you have a game plan to get the 149 back. And once you do that, you may graduate to the gold pack. Some people went to the gold pack because we've done some previous activity and they were able to make profits and didn't have to come out of their pocket, and then they was able to invest to the next level. Love that. Stock options is a part of that. Miss Jessica Ramos, she's an educator and she's working the business her own way. So it's a lot that we have to give people. You're not going to get everything. Like, this is just a closer look. This is what it looks like to be in the back office. These are some of the classes, especially in first class, like Miss Alicia. And it's a few of us, few of the tribes people that tribe beings that look have a schedule like this. Yours may not look like this unless you had a gold pack. Okay, so I just want you to see what's available. You just have a few people less, but I can tell you for sure. Ralph is going to be back there. Donovan Taylor. He talks to people about the forex. He talks about the institution. That's the banks, the super banks, and the big companies. He talks about the philosophy of that. I know Abdullah. That's one of our favorites. Mrs. Alicia really does some on Tuesdays and Thursdays to bring us in. So like, she's really bringing that energy, and she'll have a coffees and cream. And she caught me in the conversation, y'all. Let me stop playing with her thing, but I be messing with her with coffee and cream and cupcakes and stuff. I said, we gonna get the cake, right? So we have fun with that, but she does a phenomenal discussion and speaking and engaging people. And she have Miss Diane and then Miss Keisha, and they all come in. Mr. Laney shows up, Tay shows up sometime, and they're coming together out there in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm so proud of them. And she does it every Tuesday and Thursday, but he's on every day. And so we do channel people say, okay, when she's not doing that, you're getting used to her being on there. And shout out to all the tribes beings that jump on there and support it too, because with your energy and coming together, it makes it even more complete. But that's what it looks like for the information. That's a closer look to the information with that.
Trader, keep it. Never close it now. Keep it all the way.
See that? $510.
Keep. This is our trade. This is our trade.
Look at this. Look at this going up. You see that?
If you want, you can
that
close
candlestick.
80% of the position,
it just
but
keep
keep
going up.
Oh
we are
God,
in a buy, and we are profiting.
Almost 300 pips.
Almost 300 pips in a matter of minutes.
Can you believe what's happening? Almost 300 pips in our trade. What a
Oh my
day.
God,
What a day.
yo.
What a day. What a day, guys. What
Oh
a
my
day.
God, crazy.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. Who is still in the
Hey.
trade? Oh my God, yes. Crazy day.
300
Close
pips.
it. $1,180 for me.
$1,180.
It's still pushing up. What a day. What a day. No way. No way. All the way up. All the way up.
Woo!
Super nice. This is how you make the trade. This is how you are making. This is how the community is profitable. This is how everybody is happy.
Yes.
Pips all over the place.
Yes. Pips all over the place. I love it. I love it.
What
I
a
love it. I
trading
love it.
day.
I love it.
That's what she does. Part of what she does on Tuesday and Thursday. You want to be on there. We trade together. You don't have to worry about making the same money. You start where you are and you grow to that. It takes discipline. We get our profits. We tell you to take it out, leave enough in there. You can grow the account a little bit more, but you got to make sure that you're doing it. And when we have ideas for that, it's up to you to utilize that really quick. And since we're right there, we talked about a few things. I'm bringing this young lady on really quick. She's at choir rehearsal. I just want her to talk about some things that she said the other day after she got off one of the sessions with Miss Alicia. Miss Deanna, I know you over there practicing praising your voice for choir rehearsal. Are you able to sneak away real quick?
We ditched choir rehearsal today.
Okay.
Sounds right.
Ready. I'm gonna get you back over there. But can you talk to the people about, okay, when we look at this schedule and you're having some challenges, what did you talk to me about? When we talk to people about everybody's busy doing this, you have two sons, You just started back working again. You got a full house of people over there. You was having some challenges getting in one class, and then after Miss Alicia did something with them stock options, what did you decide to
Well, I had actually decided earlier that day, and I didn't know that Coach Lee was going to just focus heavily on stock options. And so I was super excited because I had decided, since I couldn't get in my trading account, it's been almost a month, that I was just going to go ahead and do stock options because I can access that account. I already have that set up. I can access that account. So I had decided I'm gonna stop focusing because you had said something on Sunday and was talking to us about being solution oriented and not just focusing on the problems. And so I was focusing more on the problems, trying to get the problem situated and trying to find a solution in that. But there's always other solutions. So just in thinking about that, I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to buckle down and do stock options because I have access to that. So I'm just gonna do what I can do because we're investors, right? So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket anyways. I was already gonna learn it. So I'm just it's
Daily
like now's the
traders.
time.
And I appreciate that. I know you got to get back in there, but I wanted people to hear that because so many people, like you just said, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. You found a solution. And that's good that you and Miss Alicia was in alignment. That you thought about it, that she had it, then I said something. That's what we mean by the tribe feeding off one another. Listen to the information, and then she took the biggest step by going into action. So thank you for that, Miss DJ.
Thank you.
Very, very welcome, very welcome. Let me see here. Let me go back to that really quick. Let me go back to that because I've been really looking at we've been talking about that binary and um that's something that tapped on me. I really got into the DeFi verse for a second, and then I got into the binary. That's the RFX. The Plutos is something that you get indicators for the indices. These are more of a la carte. Now the RFX is not a part of the gold package because it's limited in where it can go globally also, not some in the US and that. So I like the fact that we have all these opportunities. This is what we're talking about with DeFi so people can pick and choose. Once you get in here, you're going to hear the language of some people. Like when you start talking to them, when you start saying, you got to really understand when you get into these conversations, all of the rejection rocket, right? So people come in here, if you're not, don't be nervous, but the more you start really thinking about what causes a debate, when you start using old terminology like, yeah, we're in the stocks and trading. They're saying most people think trading is just buying the stock. Oh no, or it's Forex. Well, I tried Forex. Like Forex to some people play it out because everybody did it for a second during COVID. No, that was the foundation, but there's so much more than that we can do. And you just pick your opportunity. This is DeFi verse. You can get it with being a part of it, or you can get it individually. See right here for $149, then it's $99 4 weeks later. You get a chance to understand staking, which means you can buy like a stock, but also you get a chance to learn how to trade it. And they also give you ideas. They don't call it, they call it ideas, okay? Not signals, different language for the DeFi. So really quick, Miss Alicia, can you step up to the mic one time? Because I really, I would like to say first, thank you for putting this together. And also, I wanted you to make a comment on how you're feeling about the collaboration and the energy that you're getting from the tribe on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yes, sir. I wasn't expecting.
Put that bell down. Put that bell.
Cooking. I was like, oh, he's calling my name. Okay.
All right, go ahead. I don't want you burn it up now.
No, it's fine. What did you need, sir? My apologies.
I said, when we look at the tribe and the CEO Mama, I did also say thank you for putting this together last minute for me. I know you did some other work yesterday. Thank you for that. But I just want to say ask really quick, because you represent the CEO Mom. You're one of the representation of CEO Mom. Miss Deanna Jackson just spoke. She's a representation of CEO Moms. They're different, similar foundation, different backgrounds, okay? But can you talk to the people really quick about what does listening to yourself and looking at Abdullah, how do you feel about doing those Tuesday and Thursday, that kind of energy you're getting from the tribe?
Oh man, it is it's just really amazing to know where we started at. And it was just a handful of people. And that is a time when most people are at work. So I know it was going to be a very specific niche that we were targeting by being on in that morning. But I think, what's the highest that we've had in the morning? It was like 22 to 23 people. And the tribe is getting on week after week. And not only are they getting on, but now they're starting to go back to the LTS and look at the strategy for themselves. And so that's what I'm really excited about. Not that we're just hopping on and we're making the money, but now they're taking the next step to get that understanding, so that if there is no coffee club, if my internet shuts down, Abdallah's, whoever's, they can still look on the charts from themselves, know the strategy, get the foundation, and still profit. That's what it's all about. It's about creating independent traders that have confidence that not only will it work for the educators, not only will it work for me, but they can make it work for themselves. And that stems from you, when we were in prior projects, saying, look, y'all, I know y'all trust the educators, but get it for you. And so I remember the first time when he wasn't available to be on class, I was nervous, but I was ready, because you had told us to study ourselves approved. So now for me to take that and see that the tribe is doing that as well, Sir G3, Mr. Guilty, that is what I'm excited about the most. Thank you, sir.
Man, I appreciate your words, and as you represent a version of the CEO Moms, and a lot of people say, I'll call her the reason you can, and she gives credit to my mom, but it was a whisper to me as I got a chance to just really watch women, especially starting from my mom, and then people in the salon. So I got a chance to really look at people's background and who had a voice and who didn't. So thank you for that, and thank you for all you're doing for people and giving back in the tribe. We have another category of leading ladies lifestyle, and Miss Kamaya, she's part of helping spark that for the ladies. They don't have any children. They don't have any biological children, but they have children in the essence of family, and they'll get a chance to be leading ladies, and in a way where they didn't even know their voices were important, because every time they went to conferences, every time they went somewhere, people always spoke about the challenges that a young lady with children, what they had to overcome just to come to that conference. But I looked around. I would look at some of the ladies that was a part of the organization, and they would just go, they would blank out because they didn't have a voice. It was never nobody on stage, so it was a whisper in me. So what I'm gonna do really quick, Miss Lynette, Miss LA, can you come on here just a few moments just to talk about what does it mean for you to really be having a voice to speak upon your own environment of being a leading lady.
Thank you so much. Huh? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. About to say, you cooking too? But go ahead.
No, I'm not cooking. But I thank you for inviting me to this platform on tonight. And I just want to say thank you for just creating this space for us as leading ladies to let our voices be heard. And I did, what was your question? So I want to make sure that I answer your question.
What does it mean for you to have a voice being a leading lady? Did you even know you were a leading lady before it was even brought up?
I didn't know. I had no idea before this community, before we were a part of this tribe. I did not know. I knew that I was a single woman with no kids, and for society I was somebody that was looked upon as different, but I did not know until this community that I had a voice. I did not know that my voice actually counted. I did not know until this community that I could create and make an impact. And for a long time, I thought it was just me. You know, you feel like you are alone in certain communities. You just feel like, okay, well, there's not a lot of people like me. And because of this tribe, because of what you have sparked in us, I was able to see that, guess what? I'm not alone. I'm not someone who can be looked upon as strange. But you know what? I don't mind being strange. I don't mind being unique. That's fine. I will accept that. And I can do that because of this tribe, because it has allowed me to grow. It has allowed me to build confidence. It allows me to impact lives that I didn't think that I could. And more importantly, we've been invited to look at different communities and find out that, guess what? We are okay just the way we are. We may have children, we may not. We may have husbands, we may not. Whatever the case may be, we are a unique family, and we are able to grow together. We're able to impact lives, and we're able to do that together. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful to know that that there's a power in being an auntie. You know, I can look at Miss Alicia or anyone, one of the CEO moms, and they say, you know what, you can call Aunt Lynette. She can be the one to take care of whatever. And that's what we have. We have a sense of responsibility, just as if we might not be the first parent, but we're the second ones. We're the ones that can come in and jump in at any given time. Most of the time I jump in, I'm having fun with my children, with my nieces and nephews. You know, it's all about the good time. But at the same time, it's all about impacting their lives and showing them that there's better ways of creating a legacy.
Thank you very much. I
So
appreciate it. And we're getting to that time, but I definitely wanted people to hear your voice. Thank you for your contribution that you are doing with that. I'm starting to see the growth in that. So thank you for that. And really quick, I'm going to have both of these two young ladies, because they always bring other people on, but I want you to hear their voices of, them having a realm and them help sparking this group, the Living Legacy Ladies. And so, first, Miss Nicole, I know your voice was kind of going yesterday, so I want to be careful. But just in a few words, what does it mean for you, just to have a group like this? I know you was with the CEO Moms, and you still contribute to that, but to have another group that can speak to another realm of yourself, what does that mean for you? Maybe she cooking too.
Hey, Mr. Guilty, I'm not cooking. I'm actually in the car with my daughter, and she's blasting music, and I had to ask her to turn it down. But in a few words, and I hope I heard your question accurately, being a part of CEO Moms, as well as being a part of the L3 community, is, it's powerful, because I'm able to participate and encourage in both groups. I'm learning from women who are wiser than I am, who have had more experience than me, but I'm also teaching, and not trying to teach. If you all catch what I'm saying, it's good to be an example of what you were trying to create, or you have created, within our community, within our tribe, of being a part of these sub-tribes. And, these ladies are sisters, and we grow as a family. And it's very important to know that you're cared about, that you're thought of, and you don't ask for it. You know, nothing is asked of in this group. We just volunteer to do it because we want to and because we care. I hope I was able to answer your question. Did I leave anything out, sir?
Oh, that's it for now. I'll come back at you another time and save that voice. And you will hear the question again. I know you was into that good music, probably with dancing too. But I'm gonna have your buddy come on, Miss Two Time. She said she got to say it twice because it's night. Uh, Miss Miss Debbie Foreman, can you come on? And the question is, along with what she just said, I love what she said about both groups because she don't forget about one. But what does it mean to help lead this group of living legacy ladies? Because you're still a CEO mom also, but now you're sparking, you and Miss Nicole are sparking the living legacy ladies. What does that mean for you?
Well, great evening, everyone. It means everything. It means that for those that think that we're going away, we're not. Um, it means that we are here to stay. We have a voice. We are not the norm. Um, I believe that some may think that we are in rocking chairs, but we're not, baby. We have a voice. We have something to prove. Um, and we will let the world know that we're here to stay. We will be leaving something for our grands and our great grands. The L3s, I saw something the other day to say that we are not normal. And I said, you got that right, and said we may have gray hairs on our heads, but our eyes are not glazed over at all. We have things to do. And I said, you got that right. When I was thinking about that, I said, our heartbeats is for the legacy that we will leave behind. They will know that we did everything in our power, that we did everything in our power to leave a legacy for our family. And I know it will start here with us. So with the L3s here, because of you, Mr. Guilty, I know we will do everything in our power to leave a lasting impression. And I know it will begin here with the L3s.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I just wanted people that's doing the part of talking about it. And gentlemen, I will come back to you. I wanted to bring us people on, but I want to show something really quick. So I appreciate, I know that Mr. Lanny did some incredible things a week ago, and I thanked him for being a statesman. And that's another honor that we're adding to this culture of men who are stepping up. It's not always about the money. You know what I mean? He steps up when he comes out, and as he gets better with being, in that generation and getting more innovative, that's another strength. But for him to be there and take care, make sure the ladies are smooth, that means a lot to me. And then you already heard from the deep. This is what we do. We created the explosion. Mrs. Alicia called me with this, and then she contacted other ladies on to say, hey, I got an idea. I want you guys to join. Can you join in with me so we can bring it to the tribe? And I really I would like more work so we have that proof of concept individually for everybody. And we imagine having more of us just look at the bottom and able to do that, multiply 25, 50. Just that is less dialogue that you can have where you can go to your phone, and that's something that we all should be working towards, doing the work so you can have a better proof of concept, and that way you never have to recruit. You can just have a discussion, you can have a conversation, you can have some dialogue, we can just do business. You're a business owner, and as the more you can show people what your business is doing, less explaining you have to do. Okay, so that's the goal. for these closer looks, so that anywhere possible, we getting you to a more natural conversation. This is the gold pack for $4.99. 4 weeks later, it's gonna be $165. So you can get back to the person with who told you about the opportunity. It's other ways we can make money. I've made several analogies about, a lot of people with the old concept and old wineskin thoughts about this kind of business are some of the most people that need it, and they already doing it. They do network marketing, they just don't get paid, and they don't say nothing about Zuckerberg, with Instagram and Facebook. That's referral fees. You do it for everybody else and they'll get paid, and don't think you're initiating in the pyramid scheme. No, you actually gonna say a company that wants to pay you for having natural conversation with somebody and showing value to them to learn about about currency, and then educate themselves that nobody can take it away from them, and they're gonna pay you for that to have expansion and build, to have a living legacy where you just don't have to leave money. You can also show people how to fish. That's the living part, okay? But you have to have the license, which is $29, and then 4 weeks later, it's going to be $15. That's what we do. You'll get more of that.
Everybody needs a home-based business. Why? So you can get your money back. Let me explain what I mean. If you have a cell phone and you run a business, you can write that cell phone off on your taxes at the end of the year. If you travel for business, you can write off your plane ticket, your train ticket, your bus ticket, your Uber expenses, your hotel expense, everything. So never travel just for fun. Always travel for business. And if you have children, you can hire your children to work in your home-based business. Why? Because you cannot write off the food that you feed them, lunch money. You cannot write off soccer. You cannot write off ballet. You can't write off any of that. But if you hire them to work in your home-based business and you pay them a salary, what you were going to pay them anyway, now you can write that salary off on your taxes. They can use that money to actually now go buy all of those things. And as long as it's less than $6,000 a year, they don't have to report that money to the IRS. Everybody needs a home-based business. Trust me.
That's just another entity where people are getting their money back for their proof of work and concept. Some laws are going to change with that. So we're going to be very responsible with what we do with that. And right before I get off, that don't sound right. Right before we end this this operation of success over here, I also want to do something really quick. I'm not going to share the screen yet. It's not sharing, right? I stopped to
No,
share.
sir, it's not. It's not sharing.
So you can hear my voice while I do that. You can see me. But just to finish off the conversation, man, it's imperative for yourself in this new world order of having opportunities of success, being around the right people. And we don't force anything on anybody. And I just want you to know that we're not here to recruit everybody. And when you understand that, then you will see the different aspects of life with people who just want to win, okay? Or people who want to win. We're going to do some real quick, and then I'm going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm getting ready to do to show more of my dedication to myself, to this tribe, and to my living legacy. I just wanted to allow people to see this really quick. Once it's happening, as I close out, I'm waiting for this thing to stop scrolling over here so I can come back to everybody. Bam. Okay, watch this. Okay, I'm gonna share again. Get ready, cause here I come. Get ready. Anybody remember that song? Get ready, cause here I come. I know I'm crazy, but no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, here it is, right here. About to share. I just purchased Well, look what I just did. It's not in the gold pack. I just got binary options. I want everybody to see my transparency. I've been doing classes. I got on a couple classes that was free, and listening to Miss Kamaya, listening, having discussions with Miss Alicia, and then just going off talent and getting here, playing with it. Showed Mr. The Deke some things, but now I'm going to class myself. So what happens this fast? I just did it. We can go back here. Yeah, that's just what we're gonna do, man. I want people to see real talk. My dedication to what we're doing here for myself, for you, and your living legacy. And that fast, when you start going and seeing the ECA, which to go here, and then you go back to the master classes, just that fast, I should be invited to the binary options. Stand up and clap. That's right. If it's not on here now, Ralph, all that, it should be added. But I wanted to be that transparent. I wanted to be excited. I wanted y'all to see what I'm doing too, holding myself responsible. And I say blessings to everyone on tonight. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your spirit. Once again, thank you, Miss Alicia. We can salute Miss Kamaya wherever she is. And I thank all of you for jumping on. Everybody that spoke tonight, thank you for that. I'll be back here next Thursday. She has games for the next 3 weeks. She'll be back at the end of the month. So I'll get better with this as we go along with my version of the closer look. She's going to be on Dining for Dineros this Sunday. Tomorrow's Friday. Get ready for Miss Alicia going live if you can, and everybody, you can start sharing that on your page. That's another exposure when you have that on there. If you're available, you'll be able to. She'll be careful because she'll join you in to speak, and it's just some dialogue, right? Also, with that, let me see what else we got. Dining Dineros Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thinking about something on Monday, but we'll see. Just as we go along, and everything's going to be more closer look based as far as proof of work and proof of concept, not just slides and all that. We really want to start focusing on the challenge. Is this an old time saying for people who've been in this industry for a minute? Documentation beats conversation. That means you have the proof of concept, you have the proof of the work. I'm telling you. So the more of us do that as a tribe, and we give that back, that energy back, people are going to pay no matter what it is just to be with us, and then they'll leverage. That's what we want them to do, to join us, partner with us, and then leverage the information so we all win. So thank you all for my time. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to being a better version of myself to allow the Creator guide me for your own personal impact. All right. You may leave with a song. You can jump off if you want to. But this is the song that's really doing some stuff for me right now, because we all do it in different parts, and it's what it is.